million in last 20 years. Each year, 15 million worldwide. 200 million today. 63 million still. 4 out of 5. 77 cents for a dollar. What are these numbers? These huge numbers. Well, I'm talking about my instructor's bank balance. Just kidding. So what are the things which came to your mind when I uttered these huge figures? You may have thought about development, wealth, prosperity. But the reality is ugly. The reality is different. 30 million girls were killed in mother's womb in last 20 years worldwide just because they were girls. Female feticide. Abortion of female fetus outside of legal matters. Every year, an estimated 15 million girls under 18 are married with little or no say in the matter. Female genital mutilation, FGM. It affects more than 200 million girls and women live alive today. Female genital mutilation comprises all procedures that involve partial or total removal of the external female genitalia. It is still in practice in more than 27 African countries. And not only just in these developing and underdeveloping countries, this is being practiced in countries like UK and America. I know it is hard to believe. This practice is often intended to limit female sexuality and to prevent their virginity before marriage. Well, in some cultures, it is celebrated as a rite of passage into womanhood. According to a report of United Nations in 2016, women with full-time job earned 77% of their male counterpart. 4 out of 5 victims of human trafficking are women. These facts are scary enough for me as a girl. God created us equal, but still women is lacking. Women is suffering. Women is in pain. Mother of manhood is crying aloud to protect the right to sustain equality from ages. I have been researching about the differences and I felt it's worth sharing because we all have sisters, we all have mothers, we all have daughters. So it is our duty to stop this right now, right here, and to achieve equality. Today I'm going to talk about sustaining equality. For that, I'll go over these 3 points. Why? Why it's happening? Second, what is the outcome? I'll explain the outcome with an example. And the third thing is, what is needed to be done to stop it right here and right now? Moving ahead, I would like to tell you that today I'm not just going to tell about underdeveloping or developing countries, but it is also true for developed countries like UK, USA, and Canada. As I told you, FGM is still in practice in Canada and UK and even in USA. So, why it is happening? Among all the reasons, what I found, these 2 were the major ones. The first thing is patriarchality, and the second thing is patrilineality. Now, what are these heavy words? Patriarchality. Many cultures practice patriarchality, whereby a couple lives near or in the house of their husband's parent. When a woman gets married, she essentially ceases to be a member of her birth and continue living with husband's family. Under this system, parents potentially reap more of the return to investments in a son's health and education because he will remain a part of their family. I know it sounds silly and it sounds so funny, but it is happening in countries, in Asian countries especially, in Middle East and in North African countries, because people see it as a profit or loss situation. There should be a rate of return, which is not possible if you are a woman and if you are living in a country which blindly believes in this concept called patriarchality. So now my second thing is patrilineality. In a patrilineality system, names and property pass to the next generation through male descendants of the family. The system puts son on a very high level, which a woman could not even match if you are living in a country which practices these things. So these are the 2 major reasons which I have found are responsible that why people want a boy child over a girl child. It takes me towards my second point. What are the outcomes? What are the outcomes of this problem? As of 2014, the global sex ratio at birth is estimated at 107 boys to 100 girls, 1000 boys per 934 girls. It sounds okay, just 66 less girls, but this difference is alarming if I compare it with 1 million boys. In this research, I encountered the most terrifying practice I've ever encountered. It is called bacha poach.